1 and even to MPL Season 5, there's the growth.
Always the growth.
Very important. Growth, guys.
The people who grow are the ones who actually stay.
Yeah, yes.
The people who cannot adapt, the people who don't mature, they're the ones that we don't see anymore.
Yes.
Probably, right?
Yes.
And they have failed to keep up with what's required of a pro player.
Yes.
And sometimes those are really that's why you have to admire them even more. That they have made it so long, especially this guy so consistent. He never gets dropped, but he also just never gets to the top.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the problem.
We're gonna hashtag give Billy the crown, actually.
Right.
Now, let's go into the head-to-head of the teams Blue Fire versus Execration. Breaking down the games they have played, actually, I got 5-3. I think we're accounting for...
Yeah,
we're accounting for Season 1. For Season 5 for Week 1. Right?
That's
Because
right.
there are already 2 series that was played by Blue Fire. They actually had a series that went on to Game 3. That's why they got 5.
Correct.
Actually, one of the biggest problems there is of they got 0-2 by NXP.
That's the
NXP's
biggest
debut.
ouchie. Yeah. But again, because of the matches,
They actually rose up after the NXP match. Right?
Yes, exactly. So I think the NXT match would have been was a big detriment to their stats here. And Execration, the big problem with their stats is, of course, they had only played just one series.
Yes.
But you can notice that Execration, they still have a big emphasis this time around on getting those average kills per game.
Yeah, I'm actually
like,
looking at the average kills
That's
per
huge.
game. And I'm sure
More than double.
this is very high, but that is because of Raflisha.
For sure.
Even until now, even until this week 2, Raflisha is hunting us. He actually broke the stats.
Yep.
He actually
broke his
rendered-
own stats.
He broke
and
his
the
own stats
of
and the
everyone.
stats of everyone, making it kind of unreliable.
For sure, those stats are just
because
you
of
cannot
that
get any good info because of that.
godforsaken DGP.
Oh my gosh. But of course, one thing you cannot get out of the stats is, of course, the team damage, the Lord slain, the turtles taken. That's still a big indicator of how these guys play and what are the win conditions of these two teams.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot more turtles are prioritized by Blue Fire despite that big loss 0-2.
I wonder if Execration is still in trauma of Raflisha. I mean, they got Raflisha traumatized them in 2 games, not just Digi but also of the Loyi.
That secondary game where you looked like you were winning.
Yeah.
When you were confident in taking a turtle, I think that was a turtle, not even a Lord.
Yes.
But you get backstabbed by a Loyi out of nowhere.
All right, we got here Hate versus Limbs. For the most part, it is going to be Hate. Hate is expected to be a really, really explosive player from Execration side. But, that's why there's no surprise on the KDA rate and even in the disparity between average net worth and even the average game score, really. So, Limbs still has a lot of work to do. Actually, Hate got it caught up for Limbs, and man, for this match, this is an opportunity to establish yourself, because I still think that Curse plays really an important role on this MPL, although they actually have, in my opinion, also quite an easy task. Because
that's right.
they don't have to worry about setting up. All they need is to get the scaling down, right? But
true.
still, carries are carries. Carries are carries,
And
guys. So
of course, Limbs, we have to note that he is, of course, a rookie in the league. Sometimes when faced against big veterans, they don't really play that well.
yeah, there's
right?
that factor.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there is that factor.
That's something that he has to fight over and over again throughout this whole regular season for sure. So this is going to be one of those.
And
They're
again, we are still in the 10-ban system.
Yeah, big challenges ahead. I mean, it's not enough that you're a rookie. You also have to deal with the new system.
With the new system,
Right.
yeah, and I'm actually trying to think if can they take this, can they approach the 10-ban system in a very objective manner, or will they just start adapting along the way?
That's true.
Adapting along with the draft, like would be expecting first ban Yuzong, first ban Atlas, probably, right?
I'm kind of leaning towards that way. I would be super surprised if we still see that Yuzong, that Yisan Shin. Surprisingly though, in previous
no
series,
Yisan Shin priority, probably,
priority. No bans and no picks.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, for the meantime, while we're waiting, again, feel free to look, do it with us. Do the predictions with us.
Yes.
Comment which heroes do you think are gonna get banned out in the series.
Yes.
What's Execration gonna do this time?
Yeah. Also, I want to do a quick disclaimer, guys. The 10-man system is not yet adopted onto the official server, so this is just for the tournament server. Or I think a special server. I'm not so sure if the tournament server already has the 10-man system, but it is just still here. It's only just for the MPL. It's only just for the MPL. It will be coming. It will be coming onto the official server.
Very
that one
soon.
is for sure. Very soon, yeah.
Just gotta chill and wait for it to come.
Yeah, you know, just roll with Diggy.
For now.
Onto the solo ranks, yeah.
Yeah, for now, just chill with your Diggies on the solo ranks.
You know, there's also one great Diggy player known as Patricia. You know?
Ooh, Patricia.
Yeah, the fat cousin of Raflisha. He's actually
casting
in the
right
Tagalog.
Now.
Yeah, Tagalog stream.
You gotta watch out for that guy as well. When that guy picks a Diggy, and you're gonna see these on streams a lot, you better watch out.
Yes. All right. So for a better breakdown again, continuing the breakdown for Blue Fire and Execration. Again, guys, Blue Fire is actually the ULVL team
Previously.
back in Season 5. They actually let go half of their roster, including Kripzu, Limbs, and Fuzaken, right?
Yeah,
Fuzaken. And again, there's actually kind of a relatively low expectation for Blue Fire. They're actually ranked, I think, onto the number 10 if we're like going onto the off-season rankings as we enter Season 6 Week 1. But they did surprise us on their second series.
At least,
right? Yeah. They actually closed it 2-1. I think they still did lose.
Yeah, I think they did still lose.
Right.
So I think that's also a reason why Blue Fire has so much left to prove.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be left on that bottom barrel where you're not much is expected of you. It's gonna impact the morale, obviously, of the members. Because if you think you're not good, your play is gonna be affected very much. So I hope they've already taken steps to prevent that. I hope they've already talked to these guys and make sure reassured them that you guys are going to be fine. The coaching staff is going to be super critical in making sure these guys actually are going to play to their look at them.
Wow.
Apparently,
that's Execration.
Yeah, apparently Execration, they are just very much chilling.
Yeah.
They don't look pressured at all.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
At the same time,
that's a very good gaming chair for Zap.
My gosh. One of the best players in MPL with that gaming chair is just, it's a statement.
Orocados, ladies and gentlemen. And, things are looking chill as well onto the side of Blue Fire. Yeah. Yes. Finally, we get our camera set up in for the boot camps of our respective players so that you can actually see them. Again, guys, yes, the broadcast is being done here on the MPL studio, but our players are still competing from the comfort of their respective homes.
That's right. You got to make sure that everyone is going to be safe.
Yeah,
and
that still
sound.
takes priority. That's number one priority.
Yeah.
Safety.
And of course, Integrity we have a lot of our marshals also on standby. They're making sure that everything is up to par. And if pauses happen, you know what? That's just part of the game, so don't blame us.
Yes. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that to those who actually don't know, again, there is a tag stream going on hand in hand with this.
Right.
The commentary is provided on by Butters and also Rob Luna. You can check it out on the official Facebook pages of Mobile Legends Bang Bang and
YouTube.
Facebook and YouTube.
That's
YouTube pages
right.
for MLBB. I think we are doing this English broadcast on the MLBB esports pages.
Mobile Legends esports
and also on YouTube.
YouTube. That's right. So if you are here, again, international fans, we are making this for you, and
actually
I hope
curious.
you appreciate that.
Actually curious if there are some fans hailing from the West. I would like to send big shoutouts to Paolo.
Oh, yeah, Paolo, man.
Yes, thank you for the input on the commentaries. And also, onto the fans in the West, right? Onto the fans in the West. Because for the most part, I think most of our viewership hails from Southeast Asia.
Probably. Right? From competitive MPL regions as well.
Yes.
Like Indonesia or Thailand or Malaysia and Singapore.
Yes. Also want to send a big shoutouts to the broadcasting team. To Gideon, on Malaysia.
We miss you guys.
Singapore.
We miss you guys.
Yes, it's been no on-site events going on.
We're looking forward maybe MSC.
I'm actually trying to recall. It's not. When was the MSC last year?
That
was
was
during this time or
around this time. Yeah, I think
probably
around 13 months ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I saw it in my memories thing. So. Big, we miss you, and we're hoping that next MSC maybe we'll see
you will be
again,
here, right? Or maybe we'll go there.
Maybe
we'll go there.
Who knows, right?
Well, no, ladies and gentlemen, we just I know no matter how much we reminisce, again, the most important thing is everyone is safe. Should be safe. You guys should be safe, right? And yeah, we have gaming. We have MLBB, we have MPL.
Yep.
You know, and, we can easily watch at the comfort of our homes.
Esports was built to withstand stuff like
this.
Yes, yeah. Right? And that's why we also just really have a big respect to our organizers who sometimes there are going to be need for some people to go out right now, but they still keep us safe and they still make the proper precautions so that we can provide you with shows just like this one so that we can entertain you at your home.
Big shout outs as well to our production team, you know, always willing to go, you know, take another step forward and really improving everything for MPL. Speaking of improvements, we have a very beautiful draft coming in. This is game number 1, Blue Fire versus Execration. Blue Fire for the blue, Execration and the red. So I'm actually eyeing on the Yuzong and the Atlas here, but the introduction will come from Blue Fire.
For sure. And Blue Fire is on home. They're on home color. So I think that's going to buff them a little bit in this game. They're on the blue side. So obviously the blue side is great for your big priority picks. I like that we also expected Yi Sun-shin to make an appearance, but it didn't happen on the first pick. So that Uranus first pick last series really did a big number on their opponent. So maybe we'll see that again this time around.
And again, remember, paired with the Uranus would be of the answer in Esmeralda.
Yeah,
right?
For
so
sure.
Let us see. Again, we'd want to see the first roll out of the bats. There we go. We got the Yuzong now. Coming in from the side of Blue Fire. Still, we do not believe that the guy is nerfed.
I was reading the patch notes earlier. I was saying all of that's arrowed down. Not really. I don't
really.
Feel,
no
I don't
problem
think
on
so.
that part. Again, there we go. We got the Atlas ban. Now, let's see here. Things will become much clearer once we see the third ban. Will there be Uranus? Because right now, for the available options on first picks, we can have the Farsa.
Yep.
We can have it can body. We have the Farsa. We can have the Uranus. Yes. We can even have an opener on the PNK. But my best guess is the PNK might go onto the second cycle.
Yeah, I haven't seen an opening for PNK yet. Maybe on the second pick.
Yeah,
for the
it's been weeks.
Team.
It's been weeks since people stopped opening with PNK.
Before it was a big priority pick, but now I think because Farsa has been proving to be a better pick for the support role. A lot of teams are actually fighting each other over the Farsa.
Yeah. So right now, from the looks of it, there's a good option of choosing. Yeah, there's a good option of choosing fighters right now. The Trinity of Tanks now remove here, Atlas, Uranus, and Kufra. Now, forget about the Khalid. I always forget about the Khalid.
We always forget about the
because
Khalid.
He's the newest one. He's the newest one of the first pick priority. That leaves the Farsa open. That leaves, we won't be seeing any Esmeralda here. That leaves the Farsa open.
So Farsa is obviously one of the
YSS.
picks.
Let's see. I mean, but YSS
have a lot of
I haven't seen the YSS in game number 1, but let's see if what will be the first priority here.
So obviously, Yi Sun-shin and the Farsa are going to be the biggest competitions right now. Other than that, you can try to prioritize your tankiness. I don't know what kind of tanky heroes you're gonna pick.
With the Uranus gun, you could also go for your fighters. You can also choose. Actually, you know, something safe for Blue Fire. Open up with the Chow.
Oh, that's a very good one.
Benikudi is actually wow.
Wow, these guys. I don't mind that we're getting these.
You ban the Uranus, you choose the Esmeralda.
Obviously, right? I don't know what the reasoning for that is, but obviously, if you do that, I think I would have preferred if the enemy picked the Uranus, right? If I have this, instead they will be going for the FAMs, and Esmeralda can't really lane against the FAMs that well especially in the early parts of the game. So. Man, these decisions from Blue Fire is a little 50-50.
I think that's too. Yeah, I think that's too revealing. They could have chosen the Farsa. Honestly, they could have chosen something safe. They could have chosen the Thams, right?
Yeah.
Even an Xborg, honestly.
Xborg has been banned a lot. I don't know why by Brand Sports.
Yeah.
And the Omega.
But they're actually choking the fighter.
Yeah, that's a bit weird considering. Yes. Or maybe it's because
that
the tanks...
That lead to Kenji actually choosing Angela Sidelane.
Yeah,
and Johead and Angela Sidelane, right? So, right now, there we go. You got the Farsa in. Well, this is an opportunity for Blue Fire to actually choose a core. Remember that there is a two-ban that can come in from the side of Execration, and Execration can choose their third pick as another core. So that denies 3 cores for Blue Fire. Let's see, course or carry. Let's see if a carry will be chosen. I mean, the carry hero will be chosen, not
That's
exactly carry. Okay.
Because I think aside from the Claude, carry is a great
You could have
option.
first picked the Hilda, right? You could have first picked the Hilda.
This
Actually,
is so weird.
why
But,
Esmeralda? But
yeah, overall, Blue Fire is building such a tanky lineup. If you notice, all of their bans are tanks, and all of their picks are tanks. I don't know what is up with Blue Fire with this one.
yeah, but man, you can even have the support, and obviously Farsa will go for support. You can even have a Chango once again here. I'm starting to really like Chango. You know, build a very early Necklace of the Rats.
That's gonna
NOD
There's a very good
on
chance
team,
that
and
it's gonna happen.
just have the Thams here with the Execute, just to finish the life quick here onto Limbs and Creep. So remember that the Execute actually bypasses the shields.
That's right. That's right. So a big question mark here for Blue Fire still. And because of their pickings, it's so easy for Execration to just ban out some of the biggest carries of this game. But one thing is maybe we can ban out that Chang'e, because if Chang'e gets into this lineup, that's very scary. They have a lot of long range engage, long range damage output that can be zoned very well.
Yeah, well,
by
it could be.
Gatot
But yeah, by the Gatot and
the Hilda.
well, for the side of Blue Fire here, they still have one option for the utility support, and although few did successfully pulled off the utility support Chango, I'm not so sure if Blue Fire will opt into that.
That's true.
They're
Popol and
removing the
Koopa's banned out. That's
Yeah.
weird. A little weird for me. I mean, they would have liked. I would have liked to pick Popol and Koopa for Blue Fire for this one, to be honest.
Additional shield
Yeah,
for the Esmeralda, for the melee. You can actually body block, and you can actually you can easily ignore the wolf like Popol here.
That's right. That's right.
Even if that's chosen. But you know what's one of the strongest heroes of Blue Fire, going back into Blue Fire, is of the Hilda. Grimsio has been stellar on the Hilda last week.
And it does work well, like if ever Execration tries to pick up that Diggy because they hated it and now they're gonna do it. It's an easy pick. That it's if you pick a Hilda, that's equals no Diggy for the enemy, right? It's so difficult to play Diggy, to do that feeding comp against a Hilda because as was explained, Hilda just does so well when you max out the stacks.
Yes. Hilda is the number one counter.
Number
for
one,
Diggy,
no
Support
doubt
Hilda, guys. And again, you might be thinking, what about Aldous? No.
Not really.
Aldous is very slow.
Easy to maneuver around.
Yeah, and Aldous wants to get into the lane and get the stacks on turrets.
Yeah, mostly on turrets and minions.
On
right?
minions, but not on Diggy because
it's very unreliable.
Again, you don't want to sacrifice your side lane just to get a kill on a support.
Yeah.
But you can it's totally okay to kill a support using a support. That's why it's Hilda, guys.
Support Hilda.
Choose Hilda, yeah.
Not off-lane Hilda, okay? So for now, I feel like we're getting choked on carries. And the Claude gonna be picked up by Execration, so
it's okay, totally okay.
I like it. I actually like that. I would have liked Claude on Blue Fire, but instead Execration deny pick it.
Yes. No, that was great. That was great on Execration. Also banning the Lancelot. Beautiful for that part. It is gonna be very awkward for Blue Fire to choose a Ling right now for them, right?
Yeah, these are the heroes that Chu. Execration's thinking, what are the heroes that Chu likes to play? Freya is still something that they tried to pick but failed with it. It was very strong, but the funnel Freya was something that did not work. I wonder if they're gonna try that again today. That's a big question mark for me.
It's a big question mark. They need someone to catch the show. They could have utility. I'm not sure, but maybe it's about time you resume you return the Oh, all right. That's good. That's good. I was suggesting the Kaja, but this is much better. Natalia, YSS. Now,
damage output wise, they kind of look like they're okay, but
there's
not
still
really.
one side lane open here for Execration. No, they will have. I thought it was a side lane for the Cho support, but no. What we will have is a side lane Cho, side lane Thams.
Yep, it's gonna be a classic Cho.
It's a classic Cho, and that's the problem. This might be brutal here for Blue Fire because once that Natalia receives any kick, any knock up,
goodbye.
It'll be a big problem because, again, the side lane Cho compared to support Cho gets access to items faster.
Yeah, very, very quickly. Plus, it does hurt. Like, it really will hurt. You cannot gank it 1v1 for sure. You can't. It's gonna be very difficult for them to go for a 2v1 as well because the damage output for Blue Fire is almost all on the Yi Sun Shin. And that Natalia. So they need to rely on these two heroes for their damage for the whole game.
Are they lacking in
Esmeralda's only
damage?
secondary.
Is Blue Fire lacking in damage?
I think so, because Yi Sun-shin is...
Well, they get YSS.
You got the Yi Sun-shin. That's the only thing that they have.
Yeah.
And for Execration, they know it. They know that they can just target the Yi Sun-shin over and over again.
I think Blue Fire can have a nice fighting chance here. If they start targeting the Claude very early.
Yeah, that's right. On the other side.
On the other side, though, that's Execration.
That's right.
They love fighting early.
Oh, man. Go
kinda,
ahead.
It's kind of difficult to vote,
I know. For me, I'm still going to be going for Execration on this one just because.
I think, right. Yeah, I will gamble on Blue Fire for this one.
All right.
Let us see. I'm backing on Kripzu. If Kripzu doesn't shine on this Hilda, which has been doing so in his previous games, then I think that's all of the cards available for Blue Fire. So now let me put my bet on Blue Fire.
That's right. Blue Fire 1-1 here as we head into the game one of Blue Fire next Execration. We are going to be seeing a lot of early game skirmish, especially for E2 Max. He wants to go out and flex the wings of Farsa as soon as possible on the support role. And they are going to go on 1 free, 1 funnel for Hate, obviously.
And Execration is actually just buying time here for Kripzu. Kripzu is doing what he can. But the problem is that leaves the times open and taking the buff. And now there goes the backup. Kripzu is taking a lot of attention.
Got it.
Curse of Crow goes for the stun. Come in by Sagitnu. Enough still for Kripzu to walk away. Still the first blood though, and we're able to get a catch onto that Natalia down for the backline. They're anticipating. Unseen.
Dude, Sagitnu got the red. Got the orange.
Yes,
the Soul of Lava. That's big.
He actually got the red very early when Execration and Blue Fire was dueling in the mid.
And that's the power of their lineup, right? They can go hard early on.
Yeah.
And, Blue Fire cannot do much about it except for just to tank it out with the Hilda, with that Gato Kacha. Because obviously, you can't rely on limbs for a long time.
And look at this. So, Heat will be getting a delayed purple buff that will be up within on the spawn time of the turtle.
Right.
So, right now, guys, Execration has the better control of this.
For sure, and they are also trying... Blue Fire, the good thing about Blue Fire is they're trying to answer it really quickly on the top lane, which is super slow, by the way, for Kripzu. I don't think he's going to get this soon. And because of that, E2 Max is actually going to be near, and they could contest this. They could still deny it.
Yeah.
Good thing about Blue Fire is they're also getting farm onto Chu.
Oh, look at that. So, Kripzu did try to mirror Sagitnu's invade of the orange buff. And look at the orange buff.
Yep.
It's still there.
It is still there. That's
so
still
there is an effective save there. Done by Etomax. Jump in onto Cho by Cho. Benecutie though gets deleted quickly. Done by the Yi Sun-shin into the front line. Chaknoob delivers the fight. And the Soul of Lava is still available for Sagitnu. He's going to be bringing a lot of pain down for Kripzu. And back up by Etomax. And that's it. Maximum damage into the face of Blue Fire. It's going to be extinguished by Execration.
Very much so. And Execration are now up by almost 1.4k gold. That is pretty big. They have to make sure that they can maintain that if they want to get ahead, though. Hate still not getting any kills, but we can still expect Chu to be really strong in this one despite all of that.
Yeah.
Because, again, the lineup was built to withstand damage.
Yes.
It's built to withstand all this abuse from Execration until Chu can be super strong on the Yi Sun-shin.
Yes. But again, you got Hate.
Hate
is not being delayed. Hate is not being delayed. The one who's denied of his early buffs was of Cho. And look at that. That is the early turtle we are talking about. That is just the first cycle of his buff. So upon spawn, Hate already knows that he can go for the turtle. This is masterful play coming in from Execration. Look at the great timer on the purple buff. So just, very, very nice utilization of the buffs here by Execration. They did delay the first buff. So that's just in time onto the spawn of the turtle, and now they got their second buff, purple, to pack it in.
Yeah, it's starting to look like they're doing it step by step, like objective to objective to objective.
Yeah.
You do this at this amount of minutes. You do the next one at 1 minute after, 30 seconds after. It looks very much more methodical than before.
Yes, and remember, Sagitnu is the one exploding in this game. You have to wait out for Benecutie.
That's right.
Benecutie, again, I think he is my...
more of a fighter.
He's my favorite player now from Execration. Very, very explosive.
Yeah. And that's on... Again, this is more of a damage type. Show on the top lane, though. Wow. Yeah. Blue Fire are actually picking off a bit of a critical mistake.
And that was good. That
was
good.
Very good pickup.
Yeah, on Sagitnu finally shutting him down. 2-3 here.
And because of that, they kind of give Chu more leeway, more access to the jungle,
yeah,
as well as ability to get that top lane tower.
Yes, and I kind of feel that into the mid game, Chu will still have more damage.
Yeah,
right?
for
Will
sure.
Still have more damage.
Sure. Still
Again,
waiting.
late game might be onto the Claude, maybe, but right now, the YSS is a more streamlined scaling in this game.
Yeah, I would say the YSS would definitely, as long as the YSS doesn't get too many deaths.
Yes.
Just don't get too many deaths. You'll probably be fine. I wonder how their team can do that, as right now, E2 Max being a little bit more aggressive will be pushed back by Unseen as well as Kripzu. And now,
overstaying.
Hate!
Yeah, he's going to be receiving a lot of damage onto Hate. That's Kripzu tried to flicker out, down for the last minute, onto the ledge, but still not going to be enough. Onto the side, Chaknu, Unseen. I think
that's going to hurt.
I don't think Chaknu will go down here.
Yep.
Yeah. Rejuvenation is there.
Look at this guy. Like,
of course. Classic.
Standing there.
Yeah. TikTok.
TikTok moments. And for the meantime, again, Turtle will go over the Execration once more, putting that goal lead up to 3,000. And now, bot lane is going to be pretty hard pressed. Like I said, Esmeralda's not going to last long against the FAMs for a long time.
Yeah, big struggle here for Limbs. And right now, clear pressure arrives from Execration side of Rockhart. And that's the problem. Lots of land to be flied for by Etomax.
Yeah, and Etomax feels like he's just doing his job right now, just controlling the lane. He doesn't care too much that they're not pushing. As long as Hate is getting all the buffs, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're doing well. They're getting all the jungle. What more can you ask for? Just hold out and wait for him to blow up. But the thing is, Chu is also doing the same.
Look at that. Perfect setup coming in from Chaknu. And also Benny QT kills the main carry here of Blue Fire. I don't know if that is the answer of the Blue Fire. They were able to take the fire set down. Next would be of Chaknu. Maybe exchange that is 2 of 1 for 2. No, they already did. Maybe 1 for 3. Here comes Benny QT. Still not going to be enough. No firepower to actually knock down the armors of that Hilda.
That could have been more, but somehow Execration actually was not ahead in that fight.
Yes.
They are going to suffer quite a big deficit, but they're still ahead in goal a little bit. And this is what Blue Fire wants to do. They really want to just not die and maybe capitalize on mistakes by Execration. Like right now, I think Hate went straight to the face of the Gatot Kacha. He got down. He got deleted before that fight even started.
Yes, and not to mention there's still a lot of damage that Kripzu can lay down. But he did attempt again on that orange buff one more time, but it's not going to be Etomax that will greet him. This time it'll be of Sagitnu, Chaknu, along with Sagitnu, along with Hate. Now takes down not just Kripzu, but actually Secret. Big problem here. Limbs tries to back up onto Sagitnu with a counter at Inferno. Not going to be enough. They're going to kill on Tams.
Yep, and that is really starting to show what the battle plan is for Execration, right? It's all relying on Hate now.
All right.
Getting that turtle buff is going to be big,
yeah.
And now they will have the ability to just control the map even more.
And that officially opens up our mid-game. Ladies and gentlemen, turtle buff on to Hate. Also a double buff, all for Hate. Now, onto Unseen, along with Edamax, they're going to be securing, also denying that Letho and members of Execration will try to advance here onto the territories of Blue Fire. Blue buff, purple buff, secured by the members here of Execration. Kripzu receiving also a lot of hit down for Hate. Blazing duet, make that a duet as it's just not Kripzu. It's going to be Limbs that will be taken down. No, Hate will not commit. Body block done in by Chu. Chu here also kites back. Chaknu tries to chase down. Benny Q goes for the split.
Yep, that's basically what you want to do. And it's a boom here for Execration, making advantage of course, their very mobile heroes to get around the map and then push where it hurts.
Big domination game here by Execration. I got 4K on the goal that they're handing out. Not to mention the map control that they have. They only lost 1 turret here at the max. Down for the back line. No opportunity for Limbs to actually back up. And very interesting position by Unseen. Clearly, that is an Unseen threat. They're onto the purple buff.
That's right, for
by
sure.
the Natalia.
So what I like about Blue Fire right now is even though Execration obviously has so much map control, they are not going down. They're not dying. Despite the massive amount of damage from Etomax, they can still hold out on certain parts of the map for a long time.
And kind of feel that what Blue Fire wants is to really set up and I think acknowledge their win condition. If they want to at least take the wheel against Execration, they need to delete hate. They need to utilize
yeah,
Unseen.
there you go.
Unseen has been repositioning himself really on the backlines for the most part.
Hashtag delete the hate.
Yeah.
That can apply to so many things.
Yeah, it's totally, applies to, totally applicable for 2020. Let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, Unseen along with Kripzu stays onto the brush. Starting to become a chess game here as nobody is starting to move, but there is going to be the face check. One of the best actually to go for the face check. It would be of the Thams. But will the counter at Inferno? Counter at Inferno is just being held on by Sagitnu. Members of his Execration started for the Lord. This might be a big pivot point.
Yeah,
for Blue Bar.
If they're not careful, this actually can
Look
be...
at hate.
This is going to be really big.
50%.
Now,
50%.
Hate is low.
Yeah, Hate is low. 50%
no.
onto the health of Hate here. That's gonna be Lims. He did miss his ult. What? Down for Sagitnu. Sagitnu, where is the counter at Inferno? And yeah, that is burned already. Onto the backline, very cutie. And they also got Unseen. Now this is Execration scene to be turned on against the Blue Fire that will re-engage, delivers the gate onto the face of Grip. And that's only Limbs remaining. And also that turret in the mid lane. They can easily convert this one onto another inhibitor.
You know, I don't blame the Obs. It was a difficult fight for me to navigate. And now, Execration, they want to finish this as soon as possible. 10 minutes in there in the base.
Oh my God.
And it's a wipeout.
That was quick. And that was a perfect execution by Execration 1-0 as they take victory against Blue Fire.
Wow. So, again, I predicted Execration to win this, but not like that.
Yeah, totally not like
that.
Not
like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I thought they were gambling. Well, they are gambling.
Yeah, they are gambling.
They're taking the gamble on that Lord fight.
I'll be honest, that last part, the last